Hello Vivekians, welcome to the next session of School from Home. I am your English teacher Miss Gaganpreet, and in today's video we'll be continuing with the chapter Adjectives. So students, till now we have learned that what are adjectives, what are the type of adjectives, and how do we form adjectives. But we have not yet understood that where do we have to position them, where do we have to place them. So let's begin with position of adjectives in a sentence. Adjectives can come in three positions in a sentence. First, before the noun, second, after a noun, and third, after a linking verb. Okay. So when an adjective comes before a noun, it qualifies. It is said to be the attributive position. Okay. So if we use an adjective just before the noun, it is said to be attributive position. For example, a noisy classroom, a kind-hearted boss. Okay. However, an adjective can sometimes come after a noun or a pronoun. This is known as post-positive position. Okay. Although this case occurs only in a few set phrases or expressions, but it is known as post-positive position. For example, the time available, court-martial, words unspoken. Here we are using adjective after the noun, so it is post-positive position. And third is when an adjective comes after a linking verb such as be, get, seem, appear, feel, sound, smell, etc. It is said to be in predicative position. Okay. For example, the dinosaur is big. So here big describes the noun dinosaur, but it is used after a linking verb be. Same way, I am feeling fine. Here fine is an adjective which is being used after a verb feeling. So it is predicative position. Okay. Now students, you must remember that most adjectives can occur freely in both attributive and predictive positions. For example, I have wealthy cousins. Here wealthy is used attributively, whereas my cousins are wealthy. Here we are using adjective after the word are, so it is used predicatively. So we can use them in both the positions. But certain adjectives which are used for emphasis can be used only in attributive position. For example, it was a mere accident. Here we are emphasizing on the word. We are emphasizing about the accident. So we will not write the accident was mere. So when we are emphasizing, in such cases adjectives are always at attributive position. Also, nouns used as adjectives are used in attributive position. I had told you earlier also that nouns as adjective are used before the nouns only. And adjectives that state type or class are usually attributive. So which tell us about the type or class. For example, I bought a digital camera. Which type of camera? Digital. Ben is my elder brother. So it is a class or type. So we use attributive position in such cases. Some adjectives, especially beginning with A, like asleep, alert, afraid, alone, etc., can be used only in the predictive position. For example, she was alone in the evening. We will not say I saw an alone woman. No, the woman was alone. So these words, especially which begin with A, are generally used in predictive positions. Also, in most expressions of measurement, adjectives come after measurement noun. So we can say predicative position. For example, 4 miles long, 10 feet deep, 9 years older. So when we are in the expression of measurement, then it comes after the measurement noun. Okay. Now students, in some situations it might happen that there are more than one word to describe a noun. For example, a very beautiful young French woman. Here the woman is described as beautiful, young, French. So we have multiple adjectives. So in that case, it is very important to depict them and to express them in the right order. So the systematic arrangement of adjectives is called the order of adjectives. Means the sequence in which we have to arrange the adjectives is order of adjectives, and the order is as follows. So the order that we follow is, first of all, we write the determiners that we had studied in the previous chapter, like a, and, the, my, some, this, etc. After the determiners, we write intensifiers. Intensifiers which tell us about the intensity. For example, very, so, extremely, highly. After these words, we come to the adjectives. And the first, that is quality or opinion. Good, bad, nice, ugly, etc. After that, we tell about the size of something, big, small, tiny. Then age, older, younger, elder, etc. After age, we come to shape, that what shape it is. Then we come to color, then nationality, and after that the material. After doing all this, we tell about the purpose, that for what the thing is being used, purpose. And after all this, we write the noun. For example, a clear blue sky. Here A is determiners, then clear is the quality, then blue is color, and then sky. Or we can say a long narrow plastic painting brush. A determiner, then long is for size, narrow for shape, then plastic material, painting is the purpose, and then brush. So students, it is a very important topic that you have to understand, and you have to know that in what order you have to place the adjectives in a sentence. Now there are some points to remember. First thing, when we are using string of adjectives, when we are using multiple adjectives, we do not need to put commas between them. Okay. A beautiful white marble statue. Here we are using multiple adjectives, but we don't put comma between them. Okay. But when we use two adjectives from the same group or class, you place and between them. For example, if we are talking about quality, okay, the library has old and new books. Both are quality, old and new. So when we have the same type of adjectives, then we use and between them. When we use three or more adjectives from the same class, then we put and comma. And between the last two and comma between the others. For example, look at the red, green and yellow building at your left. Here all the three are colors, they belong to the same class or group. So between first two we have put comma, and between last two we have put and. A comma is not placed between adjective and the noun. Commas are never used between adjectives and nouns. Okay, commas are only used when we have adjectives of the same group or class. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you students, and do your assignments very nicely.